Telegram, Seward Purfleet, de Van Helsing, Amsterdam. Lucy Westenra in alarming condition. Cannot diagnose. Come at once, Seward.
Telegram, Van Helsing, Amsterdam to Seward Purfleet. I'm on my way to you. Please arrange for me to examine your patient immediately upon my arrival. Van Helsing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I shall now explain that 6 months before the events recorded here, I became engaged to Lucy Westenra. My old teacher, Professor Van Helsing, arrived at 4 o'clock the next afternoon. I took him at once to Lucy's house. She lay in bed asleep. She was ghastly, chalky, pale. The red had gone from her lips and gums. The bones on her face stood out.
Young Mrs. Bad, very bad. She must have blood, or she will die. Yet, she's not anemic. The qualitative analysis of her blood is quite normal condition. It is strange. I do not like to think how strange. Look! My God, her throat, look!
The black velvet band she always wore on her throat had dragged up a little, exposing a red mark. Just above the external jugular vein were 2 punctures. Not large, but not wholesome looking. They were white and worn looking. Well, what is it, Professor? What's wrong with her? Speak frankly. You can tell me the worst.
I wish I could, Seward. I wish I could. But I do not dare.
Should you tell me anything?
I will tell you this. Your young lady is in a danger greater than death. You must believe me. If you leave her for one moment and harm befalls, you will not sleep easy thereafter.
September 8th, I sat up all night with Lucy.
Arthur, I'm afraid.
Oh, Lucy, you can sleep tonight. I'm here, and nothing can happen. I promise. The first sign of a bad dream or anything, I'll wake you at once.
You will? Will you really? Then I shall sleep.
I sat all night by her bedside. She did not wake once, though the bows or a bat or something flapped almost angrily at her window pane. September 11th, still quoting from my private journal. It's at this time I received a message from Purfleet. It read, 10:20 p.m., St. John's Hospital, serious complications, case 891. Your immediate presence in London, imperative. I had no choice. Sometime later, a letter was found amongst Lucy Westenra's belongings.
I write this and leave it to be seen, so that no one, by any chance, may get in trouble through me. I went to bed as usual, taking care that the window was closed as Dr. Van Helsing had directed. About 2 in the morning, I awoke. I went to the door. I called out, "Arthur! Arthur!" There was no answer. The window broke. I'm all alone in the room. The house seems to be empty. The air is full of specks floating and circling in the draught from the window. The light burns blue dim. What am I to do? Something very sweet, but very bitter, is all around me. It's like I'm sinking into deep water, and they're singing in my ears.
You shall be flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood.
September 12th, late. Only resolution and habit can allow me to make an entry tonight. We found her sprawled on the floor. There was a draft from the broken window. Her throat was bare, showing the 2 wounds looking horribly white and mangled.
We are too late, my friend. We have failed. God's will be done.
She's dying?
Yes, she's dying. Stay beside her. It will make much difference, mark me, whether she dies conscious or in her sleep.
It was late in the afternoon before she opened her eyes.
Arthur, my love, you've come.
I took her hand and knelt beside her. Her breath came and went like that of a tired, peaceful child. Then the light from the setting sun fell upon her face, and insensibly a change came over her. Her eyes became dull and hard. Her mouth opened and her pale gums drawn back make her teeth look sharp and long.
Arthur, my love, you've come. Bend down and kiss me. Kiss me, Arthur!
Run for your life! Run for your living soul!
Lucy!
And hers! She's dead.
There's peace for her at last.
Not so. It is only the beginning. Wait and see.
Read all about it. Extra. Kensington Horror. Read all about it. Kensington Horror, beautiful lady. Westminster Gazette, September 25th. A Hampstead mystery. The Kensington Horror. The stabbing woman and the woman in black are vividly called to mind by a series of events that have taken place recently in the neighborhood of Hampstead. Several cases have occurred of young children straying from home or failing to return from playing on the heath. In these cases, the children have given as their excuse that they have been with a beautiful lady who offered them chocolates. In each case, the child was found to be slightly torn or wounded in the throat. The wound seems such as might be made by a rat or a small dog. What a small dog. Oh, read all about it, beautiful lady. Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Read all about it.
The Hempstead horror. Another child injured by the beautiful lady. We have just received intelligence that another child, missed last night, was only discovered late in the morning. It has the same tiny wounds in the throat. Well, Seward, what do you think of that? You mean to tell me, my friend, that you still have no suspicion as to what poor Lucy died of?
A nervous prostration followed by a great loss or waste of blood.
And how was the blood lost or wasted? You're a clever man, my friend, and a good doctor. But you do not believe that there are things that you can't understand. You're wrong, Seward. Are you aware of all the mysteries of life and death? Can you tell me why in the pampas there are bats that come at night and open the veins of cattle and horses and suck dry those veins? How on some islands of the western seas there are bats that hang on trees all day, and then when the sailors sleep on deck because it is hot, sweep down on them. And then in the morning are found dead men as white as Miss Lucy was.
I understand none of this.
After tonight, Seward, if you dare to come with me, perhaps then you will understand.